Hey, Grandpa, you got a second?
I always have time for you, Jessie.
Thank you.
Please, sit down.
Okay, I need to ask you a favor.
You just name it.
Money. I really don't want to ask my parents, so do you think you could help me? Please?
Yo, easy, bro. What are you trying to do? Take off the surface?
Christian, you've got to let me make this up to you somehow.
No es necesario.
I was a jealous idiot. And if it hadn't have been for me, you would have won that scholarship.
We don't know that.
But the judges loved your painting. The only reason why they didn't consider it was because it arrived late.
It's over now. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. I'll resubmit my painting next year like they said.
I feel like I've wrecked your dream. Sam. He may have lost the scholarship, but he still has his talent. He'll survive.
You should listen to them.
Can hardly look them in the face.
You made a mistake, Roseanne, all right? You did. But, you know, I think they're just telling you that life goes on.
But what kind of life?
My. You look like a painting.
And you look like a Santa Claus without a beard. Sweetheart, these flowers are gorgeous, but you do not have to send me fresh ones every day.
Oh, well, you better get used to it because there's a lot more where that came from.
I don't have any more room.
Well, room or not, you gotta be curious. Come on, open it up. Open it.
A portable CD player?
Yep, I got you. Music, all those bands from the Lilith Fair that you like.
A romance novel, huh?
That's right, a so-called bodice ripper, which is exactly what I want to do to you when I get you home.
Well, I can see that there's a lot to keep me busy here while you're at Todd's trial.
Trial? Oh, yeah, that. I forgot about that.
Ha, ha, ha.
Why would I go to a trial when I could stay right here with you?
Gonna share your strategy with me?
What do you mean?
I gave you the tape. I expected you to use it against Todd.
You know, I wish everybody would just stop bossing me around.
Come on. When are you gonna share with the jury his little confession? Come on.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, hold it. You're not gonna let him off the hook, are you? I mean, just for Sam?
You know what? I really don't care about either one of them right now. Todd has wrecked my life. And I don't care if he's one of the undead. I'm going to put him away for the next 350 years.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel so good. Oh, boy.
You know, sometimes my stomach feels funny before I go to court, too. Would you like some tablets? I have some right here in my purse.
No, I don't think that would do any good.
Come on, you don't lay down now, all right? You gotta get dressed. You can't be late for your own trial.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go down there and I'll meet you there, I promise.
Okay, I think you know that that is not possible, okay?
Look, you were fine a minute ago. I mean, what happened?
Well, maybe you should talk to Blair.
What has Blair got to do with any of this?
Blair doesn't like me, right? So she's gonna say all this awful stuff to the judge about me.
No, that's not true. Blair believes in you. She's on your side.
Okay. Now it's time to put your suit on, okay? All right?
No way. I'm way too sick.
One life to live.
Now, you listen to me. I appreciate all this. But now that you're back at the Banner, I know how much Todd's stories meant to you.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me. Too much. It's As a matter of fact, I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of the way I handled it. I could have been spending a lot more time with you.
Kevin, you're an excellent reporter. I know you'll go out on a limb for your work.
Sure, I'll go out on a limb, Cassie, and I'll end up sawing it right off behind me. Have you really forgiven me for all the stupid stunts I pulled? Taya, all that?
I have to ask. You've been my rock. You've stood by me. You took my mother's side instead of following all those rumors.
Yeah, well, I don't believe for a second that your mother's responsible for that whole nightmare. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna find out who is.
Okay. Now, you have lifted my spirits every day just by being here, so I honestly don't care if you go to Todd's trial.
And I don't care if I skip it. You know, that one positive thing has come out of all this. I know what's important to me in my life.
If it isn't my favorite nurse.
Joey, hi. Well, if you came to see Cassie, she already has a visitor.
Actually, I came here to see you.
Oh, what's up?
Well, I'm moving out of Land Fair and back into the carriage house.
It's a great place. I really enjoyed the tour.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if you wanted to help me fix it up. You know, maybe throw a housewarming party. I mean, not right now, not until things settle down.
Sure, I'd love to.
Great.
So, taking another class?
Nope, I've graduated. Well, sort of. The banner hired me to take some pictures at Todd's trial.
Oh.
What?
Well, it's just Hank called me as a witness for the prosecution.
Wow. Didn't know. I hope I don't make you feel uncomfortable.
No, I'm sure I'll be fine. Hey, congratulations, huh? Paying gig at the paper.
Family connections.
No, you're good. Just finally somebody recognized your talents.
Well, Mel and my dad took a look at the photos I took at the gallery opening. Guess they liked them. They gave me this assignment.
That's right. I completely forgot that you took pictures that night.
Yeah, I took some outside, too. John Sykes called. He said he wanted to take a look at them, see if I caught something that might help solve Drew's murder.
Mr. District Attorney, I want to commend you on your jury selection. You did a great job.
With all that press coverage out there, it wasn't easy finding 12 people without a bias.
Well, there's a lot of interest in this case. Have you seen the crowds outside?
Why are you here?
It's a big case. Just want to make sure everything's under control.
Well, you can relax. As an attorney, Sam Rappaport may be damn good at what he does, but he can't make the facts disappear. Now, Todd Manning, he took a lot of people hostage, and they are all willing to testify.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I saw your witness list. I noticed it's very short. Asa Buchanan, a couple of shrinks, Barbara Graham. Why is that?
I want to move fast and not give Sam too much time to dispute the events. That will count in the end, not this DID bull.
Good. Good. So, have you heard from your brother?
I knew this was more than just a pep talk. Yes, as a matter of fact, I got a letter. Short and sweet. RJ is gone. He doesn't trust the system.
Well, I suppose that's aimed at me. I hope you don't feel the same way.
Look, John, you were a good cop when you were chief of detectives. The word now is, you're Graham's boy.
Oh, yeah? I call my own shots, Hank.
Really? Well, the way I see it, anybody with half a brain would know that RJ and Dorian are being set up.
Yeah, well, there is evidence.
So maybe you should check it out. But remember, Bo's son is dead. Bo is in the hospital fighting for his life. And my brother is innocent.
I want to see the letter he sent you.
I'll make sure you get a copy. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a real case to prosecute.
Yes, sir. So who paged you?
Oh, that was Sam. He wanted to know if I would talk to him about Todd. Forget it. He had his chance.
Well, then it really is over between the two of you?
You know what he said to me this morning? He said the only thing that we had in common was Todd.
Well, why didn't you give him the tape right then? Blows the case out of the water before it even went to trial.
Oh, I thought it might be fun to watch him do his little trapeze act in front of everyone here in Landview. Defending Todd in open court. Oh, he's gonna fall right on his face, right in public, without a net.
Now that I can't wait to see.
Okay, pal, here, drink this. It'll settle your stomach, huh?
I'm drinking that. That's disgusting.
Now, Tom is only a kid, so he's panicking, of course. Now, if I could get through to Rod.
No, I tell you what, I got one more little trick up my sleeve. Bear with me.
Okay.
Boomer. Now, you remember years ago, before a game, sometimes you get like really sick. Well, one time you and I sat down and we talked about this, and it turns out that you weren't really sick, you were just scared.
Yeah, but I'm not scared now. I'm really sick.
Well, I tell you what, I really need you today. I mean, I need you today to be my champion.
Champion? I'm not. Look at me. I'm a basket case.
No. You're not a basket case. Pete's the basket case. Look, pal, Pete's the one that committed all those terrible crimes. You're not responsible for those. You were just a witness to them.
I did always try and stop Pete.
I know you did.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna believe me. Look at me. They're not gonna tell the difference. I look just like the guy.
I know, but look, that's why I need you to testify. They've got to see you in order to believe you. And I'll be right there by your side.
Yeah, but Mr. Gannon, he's gonna yell at me, right? He's gonna try and mix me up and...
No. You got to remember here, I'm the coach, all right? Anything happens like that, I'll just call a timeout, just like I used to do on the field. I will protect you.
You look like you could use a little rest. Do you think that I could talk to Rod, maybe?
No? How about I talk to Blair?
Well, actually, I talked to Blair, and she said that she'd just see you later in court.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried about, okay? Because she doesn't like me, all right? She doesn't like Todd. And she's going to say all these things to try and get Todd put in jail, because... Oh, boy. Todd did all those mean things to her.
No. Blair is on your side. I mean, she's really important to our case.
No, because Blair she's all mixed up, right? And so she's gonna make up all these stories, and she's gonna get Todd to go to jail so that she can have Star. And I don't think that you should put Blair on the stand.
Hey, I will talk to Blair, all right? I promise you that. I will talk to Blair. But she's got to take the stand. She is very important to our case. You understand?
Yeah, but sometimes Blair, she says she's gonna do one thing, and then she does exactly the opposite.
All right. I understand. But you must understand. I'm in charge. I will be asking the questions. You've got to trust me to handle Blair, or there's no way I can defend you.
Wednesday starting at 9/8 Central.
He's ignoring me.
Yeah, well, he needs to blow off some steam, you know?
I have a black thumb when it comes to relationships.
I don't know. It looks okay to me. But, just in case.
It's just... all those years in New Orleans, I dreamt of seeing Christian and Carlotta again, because I thought of them as my family, and now that I've come here, I feel like I've spoiled it.
Hey, if you hadn't come here to look for Christian, then you would have never been on that plane, right? And I would have never even met you.
That plane almost crashed.
What are you saying? That was your fault, too?
Carlotta, she believes that my mom was cursed. And maybe I am.
Look, what's with all this gloom and doom anyway, huh? I thought we got rid of that when we burned your voodoo doll.
Carlotta, I wish you'd talk to me. I feel bad.
Oh, sweetheart. You did a bad thing stealing the painting, but you did a lot of good things for Christian, too. Don't forget.
Name one.
Oh. Roseanne, when you came here, Christian was blocked. He couldn't paint at all. If you hadn't inspired him, he wouldn't have had a painting to submit.
But now he hates me.
Just give him some time, okay?
she's right. She's right. Let's give the guy some breathing space, okay? Let's get out of here.
But where are we gonna go?
You'll see. Come on.
I'm sorry, mijo.
It wasn't meant to be.
You know, God doesn't create a talent like yours just to let it go to waste. God has a plan. It just isn't in New York. Oh, well, look who's here.
Christian, I've got great news. Everything's gonna be all right.
So can I stay, or are you gonna kick me out?
I want to make something perfectly clear.
Okay.
I love your company, but I do not want you to put your life on hold for me.
Wait a second. You are my life.
Thank you, but I don't want that responsibility.
Cassie, look, this is gonna take a long time. You got a lot of healing to do. And you're not ready to handle all that on your own. Baby, I just want you to want me to help you, you know?
I want that. I do. I'm counting on that.
Good. Good. So what can I do for you right now?
Oh, you can get me out of this hospital.
I'm gonna go check on my Uncle Bo. His condition sounds pretty serious.
Pneumonia. Yeah, I know.
He was totally torn apart about Drew's death.
Well, it's awful.
You wanna come with me?
No,
Say hello?
I can't. I've got to finish up my shift here, and then I'm expected down at the courthouse.
You're pretty nervous about testifying, aren't you? I'll tell you what, why don't I come back and give you a ride? I like this.
What?
You're comfortable with me. You don't have to pretend anymore. You can be flat out honest about anything that's going on with you. I'll be back soon, okay?
Okay, bud. Counselor, I've done my best. I concede to you.
Yeah, well, give us a little privacy.
Sure.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Listen to me. Will you take this thing off your head? Look at me. Look. You said that you loved me. Was that all an act? Then take the blanket off your head and look at me like a grown man.
You are so beautiful.
Rod, it's good to see you.
Oh, see, it's great to see you. You know I cannot resist you.
Yeah, well, stay with me. Look at my eyes. Look in my eyes, okay? And tell me what you want to happen today.
Easy. For us to be together.
And tomorrow and the day after?
See, always.
Okay. Then you gotta help Sam and me. You gotta go upstairs and get dressed and come to the courthouse because we don't have any more time to waste.
Is it not my trial? Is it the trial of Todd and Pete?
What, do you want Todd and Pete to win out? Because they will. If you stay home and refuse to testify, that Todd will go to jail. And unfortunately, you'll have to go with him.
I would die without you.
Well, then you have to help me, okay? And help Tom. He's young. He's not as brave as you are.
No. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, I bet you can do it because you'd be doing it for us. You'd be doing it for Star. You'd be doing it for me, remember? Remember the future you promised us? Second chance?
Second chance? He's a stupid city and a stupid story. He says it's a fairy tale.
Todd made fun of fairy tales. I think you're braver than he is. I think that you can make them come true.
Would you be in my fairy tale?
If we win this case, and I believe we will, I'll be in your story forever.
I have to get dressed. I don't want to be late. Okay. You talk to Blair, eh? At the courthouse.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
No.
It's very important.
Yes, absolutely.
Now all we have to do is pull off a legal miracle.
See. And when are you thinking of leaving?
Right now.
That is a bit soon. Cassie, you're looking well, and I'm glad you're feeling stronger, but...
I'll feel better if I were at home.
But you've still got a long road ahead of you. I need to set up some physical therapy and rehab and counseling to help with the adjustment.
You can still do that.
Yes, but I still think we have a lot of work to do.
Has there been a change in my condition?
The prognosis is still the same.
What about the future?
Have they developed, or are they developing any surgeries that might allow me to walk?
Not at this time.
Okay.
Doc, if that's the case, why does she have to stay here? Why can't she just go home? She can do a physical therapy on an outpatient basis. That makes more sense to me.
Well, yes, I suppose she could, but
then I want to go home. Okay. The sooner I get back to my old life, the sooner I'll be able to adjust.
If you're sure.
I can do all this therapy as an outpatient.
Doc, we're sure. We're sure.
Then I'll prepare the discharge papers.
Thanks for sticking by me.
Cassie, when you said that you were ready to go home, were you talking about your mom's?
Our home. The mill house, that's the only home I know now.
That's the right answer.
All right, Asa, you're first up. Now, when I call you up to the witness stand, answer my questions as simply and directly as possible, okay?
Right. Just as long as I see that scum Manning get his due. When I'm done here, I'm heading back to the hospital.
Good. Look, any more word on how Bo's doing?
Not good, Hank. But Bo is tough. And he's a Buchanan.
Yeah. You know, I went by to see him earlier. He seemed like he was putting up a good fight. I think it's mostly because of that baby Nora's carrying.
That's a great idea, using the tape to bring down two birds with one stone, Todd and Sam.
Todd laid this big guilt trip on me about how important he was to Star. And get real. How healthy is it for a child to grow up with a manipulative talented person like that.
Indeed.
Are you calling me two-faced, Max?
I only see one beautiful face in front of me. Aren't you afraid that doing this to Todd, that you're going to ruin any chance you have of getting the son?
No, I figure once Todd's in jail, I'll just exercise my option to buy, the son from him. And don't, before you even ask, I'll figure out a way to get the money. What?
I just love watching the way you work.
This is supposed to cheer me up. I thought we were going to a movie.
Movie? Well, this is much more exciting. You've never seen my dad in action. He puts on quite a show.
My aunt's on this case, too.
Really? Great, then we get a double bill.
You get off on all this law stuff, don't you? You sure enjoyed questioning me.
Yeah, well, I couldn't make you understand.
About what?
About what? About your past boyfriends. Come on, Roseanne, I'm sure a little boy in New Orleans was chasing after you.
Well, you don't know my grandmother. Elba, she hates men and thinks that they have all the same qualities as dogs, except loyalty.
Well, she never met me.
Mr. Rappaport, is it true your client? Ladies and gentlemen, please, I'll be glad to give you a statement later.
Look, Taya.
Yes.
Would you take Todd inside, please? Blair, I'd like to have a word with you. Alone.
We just won't see each other as much.
Wrong. We'll see each other all the time.
With you in New York and me in Llanview, face it, Jess.
You're gonna be in New York with me. I talked to someone today who is willing to pay a tuition at the Art Institute plus all your living expenses.
Who?
An anonymous benefactor.
Jessica, I'm not taking money from your parents. No way. I love you for who you are, not because you come from a rich family. I would never trade on our relationship.
I knew you'd say something like that, so I didn't even mention it to my parents.
Who then?
Like I said, an anonymous
Jess.
Fine. If you must know, my grandpa.
Same thing.
Christian, it's not that big of a deal.
I can't take money I haven't earned.
It's a loan. And plus, you'll pay him back when you become this rich, famous painter. Or better yet, you can give him one of your masterpieces to put over his mantle.
No.
Christian, come on.
No. If I go to your house and ask for your hand, I want to have a clear conscience, free of debts, not be some parasite.
Parasite? You're crazy.
I would think less of myself.
Christian, my grandpa likes to invest in things. That's what he does. He's investing in our future. You still want us to have a future, don't you?
You know I do. I love you, Jess. But you gotta let me work this one out on my own.
All right, we free to go?
Everything appears to be in order. Is he in therapy?
You bet.
Well, you bet she'll be in therapy. She'll be there if I have to drive her myself, and I will. Not only that, we're going to put all the equipment she needs in the house. And she's going to have her own physical therapist. Private.
Kevin, you're making it sound like I'm going from one hospital to another.
Anything but.
Good luck, Cassie. And Godspeed.
You okay?
I left my hairbrush in the bathroom.
Go get it for you.
I hear you're being discharged.
What are you doing here?
It's okay, Kevin.
Look, I really just came to apologize. I'm really sorry about everything.
Barbara, please. We have all been through a terrible ordeal. I mean, none of us in this room have
come out unhurt. And I just think that right now we need to think about forgiveness.
I thought you said we didn't have anything to discuss.
Well, this is not about us. This is about Todd and the trial. Todd is very nervous about you taking the stand.
Oh, well, I can't understand why.
Blair, I just need your assurance that any disagreements you and I might have won't color your testimony.
I can assure you that I can be as detached as you, Counselor.
Okay. All right, I just don't like surprises. And when I put you up there in the stand, I want you to just tell the truth.
Count on it.
Thank you. Look, I'm sorry.
Look, you know what, Sam? Don't be nice, because I don't think I could handle it.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Well, knock him dead, huh?
Thanks, yeah, well, I'll try. Roseanne, it's nice to see you. I'm sure Teo will be glad you're here. I think it's really important like this to get your family's support.
Of course.
It'll be the first for me. I've never seen my aunt at work, at least not in court.
What did he say?
Oh, just to tell the truth. The whole truth, and nothing but.
Is this the complete list of witnesses for the defense? Doesn't include the defendant. Kind of odd, don't you think? If they want to convince the jury he's no longer Todd Manning?
Yeah, but if they put him on the stand, then they open him up for cross-examination.
The jury's on the way in.
I am right here. If you feel nervous, you squeeze my hand, okay?
All rise. The Court of Common Pleas for the City of Llanview, Lantano County, is now hearing evidence and testimony in the matter of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania versus Todd Manning. The Honorable Judge Norma Calloway presiding.
Easy daytime.
Carlotta, will you please talk to him? He's being so stubborn about this.
Jess, you and your grandfather have made a very generous offer.
Listen to your mother.
I'm not taking handouts.
What is the big deal if you get a scholarship or a loan from a bank or from a patron, as long as you get to fulfill your dream?
I wish you had more faith in me.
What? What are you talking about? I have total faith in you.
Losing that scholarship doesn't mean I'm quitting. I'm still gonna become an artist. I just have to do it my way.
Will you please talk to him?
My son has to make his own decisions. It's his life.
Gracias, niña, from my heart. But I can't.
Fine. I can make my own decisions, too. If you're not going to New York, neither am I.
Barbara, the nurse won't let me in to see Bo. I was wondering if you could come with me and maybe you could pull rank. Hey, what's the matter? I'm sorry, I shouldn't dump this stuff on you at a time like this. You're scared about testifying, aren't you? You don't like being in the public eye ever since the...
It's not the trial.
Well, then what?
Can't see.
Look, if my brother is still giving you a hard time, then tell me. 'Cause
It's not that either. She talked about forgiveness. But I don't deserve any.
What I've done is so far beyond forgiveness.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a simple case. But the defense will try to make it seem like a very complicated one. They hope to mystify you with a parade of psychiatrists and some strange and bizarre legal precedents. But don't let them. Because the facts speak for themselves. The defendant, Todd Manning, took a group of people and held them hostage. He held them under the threat of death. That is kidnapping. Plain and simple. That is terrorism. Now, if you hear out the facts and listen very carefully to the judge's instructions, you will have no choice but to come back with a verdict of guilty. Thank you.
Is the defense ready?
We are, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the district attorney, Hank Gannon, has made a very persuasive argument. So persuasive that I can't really argue with him. I will not argue with him over any of the facts. So I will not take up your time with a long-winded rebuttal. I can boil down my entire statement to one sentence. My client is not guilty because my client is not Todd Manning.